start with where you feel you guys maybe have done good on at the mid-season point, just kind of moving forward, and maybe what you guys need to build on or improve.
I think something we've done really well of more recently now is executing some of our base plays. We've been able to, like Coach Bailiff was saying, our rushing attack became somewhat of a threat this past game. In the second half, we were able to move the ball pretty efficiently and create some big plays downfield. Our explosive play number went up substantially, and it's finally kind of turning into that offense that everybody was seeing at the end of the last season there for a little bit. And then on the other hand, something that we need to work on is continuing with that, not letting it die out over the course of the game and fade there at points. We need to be able to execute these plays all 4 quarters rather than just one. And that's something that's going to be big for us down the rest of the road.
I think Coach hit on it, but I think they asked, was fourth quarter, I think you guys only have 1 touchdown this year. Now, how do you carry over, like the third quarter was great, how do you carry that over where maybe it's not just playing a slow down offense where you're just, time, but you're also trying to push it and, generate some yardage and stuff?
Right. Coach was saying it earlier. In this game especially, we were pressing so hard to everybody just wants to make that play, get this first down, get the ball down the field, get one more touchdown. We really need to focus on settling down and, learning how to play with the lead and being able to execute with the lead. If we do that, we turn a turnover, a 3-and-out, whatever it is, into, calm play where we're executing and performing at the level that we should be, and then we become a much better offense.
Is that easier said than done? I mean, clearly, if you play as well as you play in the third quarter, the potential exists for you guys to play that the entire half. I mean, how do you get to that point that you're referring to where everybody's at a calm level and they can continue to execute?
I think confidence is a big thing. We have to be able to, realize that, playing ahead is it's a huge advantage. We should be able to step on their throats when that's happening and, step on the accelerator and keep playing at that tempo and be, just executing very well. And that should be the time when we're putting up a ton of points. We've got all the momentum. And, yeah, it is easier said than done. Like I said, everybody wants to make that big play, and when everybody's pressing to do so, that's when something that happened in this game happens, and it's unfortunate. But
you referenced last year, Turner, and I think you made an excellent point about getting there, getting close in the midst of games, in the midst of practice. Do you guys feel like you're right there on that edge of being that offense that everyone expected coming out of the last 2 games?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, we touched on it Friday at the hotel, and then Saturday the day of, we were talking about how great of a practice we had, or practice week we had. We, every play we were executing perfectly, making big plays in practice. Offensive line played unbelievably, and I know it shows these signs of, a very great threatening offense, and it's something that we can be, and we feel we should be at this point, and we feel like it's just 1 click away.
I believe you were 1-for-1 passing. Tell me about, are you comfortable throwing the ball, and tell us a little bit about your experience in high school in that regard.
I find myself to be pretty confident throwing the ball. It's been a little while since I've been in that quarterback role, kind of slinging it around. My form isn't quite what it should be as a quarterback, but I'm very confident. My sophomore and senior year, I was a quarterback in high school, and it's a very comfortable role for me and something I love doing. So.
Anything you guys, film said this week, probably didn't get as much into it, but Tulsa, just anything stick out to them defensively yet?
I mean, it's a fast, physical defense. Couple guys, or there's one guy in particular I played against in high school, and I know his playing for him. He's a linebacker, and he's a very talented player. It's a good football team, as Coach Bailiff was saying. We're gonna have to execute very well and play like we did in the third quarter for the whole game, and I think that would be a.
Is that the guy from Fredericksburg?
No, he played at Lincoln Christian up in Tulsa.